Hey everyone, welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara and welcome back to Hot Off the Hook Friday. So, no entries today aside from the 4 things that I made this last week. One, I opened up an old Fiber of the Month kit, which was the June kit. I'm saving the baby camel wool for making my own custom blend that I really want. So I don't know what that's gonna be. I'll know when the time comes, when I just get some inspiration, because right now I don't necessarily know what I want to add that into. But I did go ahead and dye the wool with the green Country Classic dye. I forgot that I even had that, and that it came in a kit. And by the way, with the Country Classic dyes, you do not need much to dye something like this. I did a dye bath. I didn't film it because, well, I was just like, okay, I want to get this done. So I didn't film doing the dye bath, but I will film one. Let's see. I think I'm going to do the gray and actually do another green and then sprinkle it with gray or something like that. I want to see how I can mix other colors. But this was white and now it's green, a color that I do not do that often. I really love the soft tones, and you can still see that there's some white in there or light green. I forgot what fiber this was, but I think it's merino. Merino and Corridel are 2 very common wools, so it's probably one of those 2. If any of you remember from way back in June, when I did the Fiber of the Month kit from June, comment down below what this was, because I went and I organized everything from my boxes. Of course, the last few I just set aside. I didn't organize, except for June. I know that I already put that paper for that one away and organized everything that was in it. I organized everything like the tissue paper, the little informational cards, teas or treats, stitch markers, everything. I organize all of those in its own little way, and I'm glad I did, because I'm moving really soon, so anything that you've seen in the last couple years, my environment for filming will be completely new. I'm hoping to still have the table that I'm filming on right now. So, and I'm hoping to have one of my spinning wheels in the back just like that. Maybe all 3 of them. The one that I use the most, which is not that one, or my first spinning wheel, which you guys have seen, that one I want up in behind me, and then this one on this side, and then the other one on this side. I'm gonna find some way to make that work, but it's gonna be a while before I have a craft room again. So, if any of you are getting a cold, oh my god, I know what you mean. And I know, sniff no good. Little kids, if you're watching, do not sniff in any of the mucus. It's not good for you. Blow it out. But anyways, so I did some dyeing, and that was the dyeing that I did. And then I got this. This was the blend Blue Eyes. So up against the black on my jacket. It's not gonna focus. Hello. Alright, it's not gonna focus, so let's see if I block out my face. Is it gonna focus? It's focusing. So this was the color Blue Eyes, and it has all different tints of blue throughout it. Very light. There's even some white in here to give it a little bit of a extra shine. This was from the... Gee, I can't even remember. I know that this was the Game of Thrones one. So, I got that done. It's all plied and everything. I just need to get it off the bobbin. And I've also got coffee creamer. Let's see if I can get that to focus. It's focusing. Yay! I finally figured out if I block out my face, it'll focus on something. But this is acrylic yarn. So I am going to let you guys know what I do to get this. I buy acrylic roving yarn from like Lion Brand or Red Heart or whatever. You can buy it for like $7 a thing, sometimes less. Like there's a store called Ocean State Job Lots. That's where I got the material for this. To me, it was a very ugly yarn. It was white and cream, but it had a black string running around it. I hated it. So I took the black string out and respun the roving yarn. That's what it is. If it's a very chunky yarn, it's a roving yarn. So I respun that and I ended up with this. It's a nice light sandy tan yarn and I love it. I love that I was able to repurpose old yarn for new yarn. And I have one more thing that I have made, and then I have to go because I've actually got a dye pot on the stove right now. So, but one last thing, and this is an old project that I actually picked back up. So if you guys have been following me on my Facebook page, this is my mini me. Her hair is a lot brighter, but when my hair goes out into the sun, it's just as bright. And I like it. So the pattern is the Proper Pineapple pattern, one of their doll patterns. I believe it's April or something like that. I don't know. It's the doll pattern where if you look at it, she has purple hair. And I did not put the neck piece in right, so her head kind of wobbles and goes back. So when I set her up, I have to literally lean her head and make sure that her feet are like that. So she ends up sitting like that. But I love her eyes, I love her hair, and here's a tip. Do not go every stitch for the yarn on their head. Go every other, because you'll end up hating the project after. And I did change the arms and the legs a little bit on the pattern. I made them, one, a little shorter, because I'm short, and two, can't count, two, there's a specific way that the arms go on and the legs. I just changed that because I wanted to be able to move her a little more freely. Like, I didn't want to position her in a stand-up position. I want her pretty much like sitting down and as a showpiece. And the dress was something completely different. I found in an old crochet magazine. It was for a Halloween witch. So I just took yarn that I wanted, made that pattern, and put it on her. And I even added some really pretty buttons on the back. They're like clasp buttons, so they come apart. that is all that I've made this week. I'm glad I was able to get a lot done, and stay tuned because tomorrow the giveaway ends. So if any of you haven't seen, go back a couple, 1 to 2 Hot Off the Hook Fridays. You'll see a giveaway where I have this yarn and a yarn that I had to re-dye. And no, I did not film that. I know I was going to, but I wanted to get it done because I'm starting to get sick, so I want to get some stuff just done before I get to the point where I'm just bedridden. So the giveaway for this ends tomorrow, and you will know because I will put caution signs and the word closed at the beginning of the Hot Off the Hook Friday video that the giveaway takes place. Any giveaway video will have the sign closed at the beginning of it. So if you guys aren't watching Hot Off the Hook Friday, sometimes you'll miss out on a giveaway. And you guys can watch this video. Just look back a little bit. You'll find the dyeing video for this. This is, I believe, Cool Kid Kool-Aid dyeing. And alright, so without further ado, have a delightful day and happy hooking, everyone. Bye!